Okay, everybody, welcome to Planet B period O period B period. We are back. Hope you guys had great holidays. I'm
Hey
Michelle.
everyone. Hey, how you doing?
Hanging in there. How about you? Survived the holidays.
Oh, same. Trying to stay warm. It's so cold here and snowy, and
It's
I
just,
would have liked this weather around Christmas.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Instead of Christmas, we still had green things glowing places, and then now all of a sudden we got that cool white frost on all the trees, and it's
yeah,
like, oh no,
yeah. Well, we had snow. My dad couldn't make it on Christmas. He had to come Sunday because he got a foot of snow. So it was kind of
And that's
crazy.
how it was here. We got like 8 inches, something like that. But
Yeah,
then now we're getting like this freezing fog, that leaves like every branch on the tree white.
yeah, yeah. Ugh, that's kind of what
I
we have
know.
here. It's just gloomy every single day.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
it is. It is. And it's been just foggy. I mean, which is fine. It's January. You got to expect it.
Right, right.
But the one thing that I found funny is people are acting like that they're shocked by this. They're shocked.
Seriously?
Like, I'm in Wisconsin, a lot of you know that, and it's like, it's January, and people are, like, shocked that we're getting snow, that we're getting freezing fog.
Okay.
So, like, I wasn't prepared for this. How are you not prepared for
It's
this?
winter. This is what you get in winter.
Well, it was pretty warm year, though. I mean, considering,
Well,
2020 was a
don't-
crap hole and all that, but
yeah,
the weather was unbelievably nice
yeah.
for
Until
this
about what?
area.
Until end of January, February. Then it got
Yeah.
crappy. Yeah,
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about towards the end of the year
yeah,
here. Of 2020, it's like
yeah,
normally in this place here you have a couple inches of snow on the ground in October,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like nothing. So it was incredible that happened even.
Yeah, we got hit right after Thanksgiving, December 1st, man. We got nailed about 8
Yeah,
inches.
see,
So,
we had a couple flakes around that time, but nothing. For this
yeah.
area, we were getting 40s and 50s, even 60s in December.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It's really wild. So, but it just cracks me up. I wasn't prepared for this. Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't. I just don't.
For the people that aren't prepared, okay, we're going to discuss a few things. Like, if you're the type of person, like, you don't like me. My work is just down the road.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I could literally walk to work if I had to. The places that I go are generally just... But there are people that have to travel,
Yes.
20, 30 miles to work.
Right.
And these people still are not prepared. And it's like, if there's a really bad snowstorm, this isn't... I mean, granted, it sounds like the 60s and 70s. Most people
Right.
have cell phones. They can call for help or message somebody. But if you're in the middle of nowhere and you got no signal...
Yeah.
You need to have stuff in your car.
Oh, yeah.
You really need to have a good sleeping bag or some kind of warm blanket in your car. You need to have the hand warmers, the feet warmers. You need to have these things with you. And when you have your bug-out bags, whether it be in your car, or people call them go bags, whichever, or you have them in your car or in your house, you need to seasonalize what's in there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
And
definitely.
a lot of people aren't understanding this. Like, you have to, for people, especially that are new, you need to get into this bag. And you need to take, like, all the summer stuff out of it now and put stuff in for winter. Because if something happens to your home, your livelihood, whatever, and you need to bug out quickly, what are you going to have? A tank top and some...
Yeah, right, right.
But it's crazy. People don't. They do not seasonalize their bug-out bags, their go bags. They need, with every season, when you're preparing your clothes,
Oh, yeah.
with your, preparing anything, you need to, of course your basics are going to stay in there, your med kit, stuff like that, but it's like other things you need to add.
Oh, definitely.
You need to add the hand warmers. You need to add extra clothing. You need to add so many things. They have those things now. They're just awesome, by the way. They have these things that plug into your cigarette lighter.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's not a cigarette lighter anymore. It's just a 12-volt plug-in, but whatever.
Yeah.
They have those you can plug into it for a little heater.
Oh,
Which
definitely.
I think is great,
Yeah.
I think it's totally awesome. So, but yeah, I don't understand how people are surprised.
I don't know. That I don't understand. I mean,
You know what I mean? I'm sure you see people every day and they're like, I wasn't prepared for this.
yeah. It's like, what?
Not come every year.
Yeah, it is winter. How can you not be? I don't understand that at all.
You don't live in like Brownsville, Texas. You need to prepare for winter.
Oh, goodness. Yes. Yeah. It's, you get your home and everything ready. Why? It's
Yeah.
the same difference. Have your car ready.
Exactly. You prepare your clothes for winter. You get out your long sleeves, your pants, your whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
why wouldn't you change out your go bag, your bug out bag? Get it all ready.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I know.
And also your everyday carry. You need to have things too.
Oh, yeah.
EDC.
Absolutely.
Okay, now this was something I did want to discuss with people. Because I've had a couple people message me, what is EDC? EDC is everyday carry.
There you go.
These are the things that you're going to have on you, whether it's in your purse or on your person. You need to have stuff on you, like, a couple of Band-Aids, a little survival kit, something, a knife, whatever. You need to have, things that help you survive. Let's say, like, you get parted from your bug-out bag. You need to have something on you.
Exactly.
A lighter.
Yeah.
Some, whatever. Even if it's in this, like, a little tiny kit you put on your belt loop.
Mm-hmm.
Or on your keychain. Something so you have something.
Yeah. Those little gift card tins are great for that, by the way, if you have any.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, like the Altoids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can also do pill bottle survival kits. A lot of people like empty pill bottles. Put some fishing hooks, some wire, mirror in there, just something little to where you can do these things.
Exactly.
And a lot of people do not understand this. It's like, you have your bug out bag, but what if something happens? What if you get parted from that? What if you get parted from your things? What do you have on you when you're out in public or out anywhere that can help you survive what if you get stuck somewhere?
Exactly.
What if and it can happen. It happens to people all the time, every day.
I know, and I don't get it.
You're paranoid. No. That's not paranoia. That's common sense.
Yes.
When I go to work, I work at nursing, so I've got, all the pants with the little pockets, almost like cargo. And I look like a chipmunk. Like I've got my pants, the pockets are bolted.
Yeah. Little. I have some, granola bars in there, and because I got these really big pockets, so I carry some extra granola bars.
Absolutely, and you should. You should have different things of knife, a way to start a fire, something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You never know what's going to happen. And also, no basic survival skills. This is another thing that you're so bad. If you're okay, right now you're dumped off in the middle of the woods. What happens? It's like you have nothing at all. Would you have the knowledge to start a fire? Would you have a knowledge to use rocks to cut down a branch? Or you know what I'm saying? Sharpen a rock to a lot of people would not know. You need to learn basic survival skills if you don't know.
Absolutely.
Because, I always say there's a difference between a survivalist and a prepper. And there is.
Yeah. Yes.
A prepper has a whole bunch of foods and all the stuff stocked up, and they're prepared for anything.
Right.
Survivalism can be part of being prepping, but survivalism itself is something totally different. Being a survivalist means you can survive any situation by the knowledge and the skills that you have.
Right.
Without canned food and without weapons and without...
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's like, you're driving along and all of a sudden it gets icy, or all of a sudden it's a whiteout. You do that. It happens from one part of your city to another. All of a sudden it's a total whiteout
Oh, right.
that you
Yeah.
weren't expecting. So you have to pull, most people pull over and can't see. So, are you ready for this? Do you have the stuff in your car?
Well, you also have, the everyday survival stuff. Like we've discussed this before, not everything's going to end in like a tragedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What if you lost your job, you suddenly can't pay for your car, you're walking, you're taking the, there's so many things you could prepare for in life that can help you out. And it doesn't, survival doesn't always mean living like Mad Max in the middle of the desert somewhere.
Exactly.
People have that in their head.
I don't have that uniform yet, so, but anyway.
Yeah. And modern survival is anything, knowing like what's going on in your world, what's about to go down. Like right now, the biggest thing everybody's talking about is this COVID vaccine. I know. Right now, at my work, we still have the choice. Like you have the hardcore people that are like, I don't believe, how can you work with elderly and not get it? But it's like, do your research. That's all I'm not telling anybody to get it, not get it. That's your choice.
Right.
But do the research. Know that you can still get COVID even though you get the vaccine. It's not something that stops it. It's like the flu shot, kind of. It's like you can still get it.
Well, people are saying, it's going to give me COVID, or it's going to give me the flu. There's no live virus in there, people.
No, that's one thing it's not going to do. It's not going to get. You get COVID after you. It's like any vaccine. It takes a while for it to build up.
Yeah.
So if you're exposed to COVID after you get the vaccine, you can still get COVID for
Oh,
a certain
yeah.
amount of time. People have talked about the dangers. I mean, like I said, do your research. I mean, there's a lot of stuff floating around that's a bunch of just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Well, it has this ingredient and that ingredient, and this is going to change your DNA. It's like, oh my God. People don't even realize their kids' cereal has all these kind of chemicals in it.
Yeah.
But in low doses where it's not going to hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to think that the vial that these viruses come in is so tiny. So tiny.
Yeah.
They would have, you understand the enormous amount of garbage that they would have to have. Like, it would literally have to be like a Twisted Tea iced tea can, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a funny video. Twisted Tea iced tea can full of stuff to literally change your DNA. It's not something that they can do with that. Your body's going to kill it,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do your research. You're going to believe what you believe. People ask me, are you getting it right at this time? Me, personally, I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I really am on the fence.
Me. I'm on the fence, but as of right now, I'm saying, like, at this moment, I'm not getting it. But that doesn't mean I'm not ever going to get it. That doesn't mean I won't change my mind next week. But at the moment, I don't want it. It's just,
the same. I'm that way, too.
Yeah. Well, what about the reaction? Somebody in Alaska died. Okay, well, they gave hundreds of thousands of shots.
Yes.
The vaccine shots in the last week, and they've had like 3 reactions that they've put on the news. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You can take Tylenol and die,
Yeah, exactly.
From what you're allergic to, and,
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Oh, God. Maybe they were allergic to something and didn't know it. Because there's all kinds of stuff in there. You just don't know because you've never had it before.
And this is absolutely part of survival because this is what's going on now. This is what you need to survive now. And I've had a lot of people say, this isn't survival. Why are you just saying, yes, it is. Just because you're not living in a Mad Max world in the middle of a freaking desert.
Oh, thank God.
It's not survival.
Thank God.
That's because people are still playing that RPG.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to have anything left, and we're all going to be living off, lava rocks and toothpaste. I mean, the chances of that happening is very slim, but the chances of you having to make a decision about getting the COVID vaccine or not is probably very real.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting water out of cactuses. Yeah. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Oh, goodness. I know, but it's great. I love it. I don't know. It's just...
So, I mean, I'm not going to tell you this stuff isn't crap. I mean, it is. Any vaccine has a lot of garbage in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But most of the stuff you ingest every day has garbage in it.
Yeah. But chances are they may have been allergic to something, or maybe they were on other medication and it shouldn't have been mixed. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, so, I get the flu shot every year. I do, because of the work that I'm in. They basically require it, and I've gotten it for years now, and I've never had a problem with it, except for the very first year I got it. The very first year I got it was like 20 years ago. I had some kind of reaction, but after that, nothing. And I've had, I had to get a tetanus shot because this was a few years back, I was cleaning out my freezer, and there was a piece of metal or something that went up underneath my fingernail.
Ooh.
And I hadn't had a tetanus shot in a long time, so I wanted to go get one, but you can't just get a single tetanus shot now.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, it comes with, diphtheria and whooping cough, too, so it's like triple sack.
Oh, jeez.
And if I wanted the single shot, I had to wait, so many days, but, if you have tetanus, it's,
Yeah, okay.
You can't wait.
Wow.
But, so now I've been vaccinated for tetanus, whooping cough, diphtheria, the flu shot, plus all the stuff I've gotten when I was little. What the hell's one more? But
yeah,
I am waiting, but I'm thinking I'm going to be like Iron Man when all this is over.
You're going to glow in the dark is what you're going to do.
Jarvis. I'm talking to Jarvis through an invisible suit.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, people like, well, what if it does this? What if it, okay, well, what is it doing? And that small, the best one yet, the best one I've heard yet is the ones that are saying, so we're going to put a little robot inside.
Okay.
Microchip. Number one, it would have to be in liquid form. Number two, if it was that small to get through a needle, do you know how expensive that would be? Let's discuss this for a second. It would have to be like the size of half of a piece of dust or something to go into a needle and then be able to go into your skin and go through your body and survive and all this stuff. And how expensive that would be. And it would be like billions and billions and billions and billions, probably trillions of dollars
to
do this.
Yeah.
And what makes people think they're so damn important that the government wants to put a chip in them to control them? You know what I mean?
Well, actually, I think it's Bill Gates is the one who wants to start putting it like a code or something in your forearm. And if you don't have that,
you do that overseas.
Now wait, and they're saying, and he's like, and if you don't have that, you're not one of us. I'm like, oh great, what the hell does that mean?
That one, not one of us thing came.
Yeah.
That was misquoted, but
he's evil.
He does want to put something to, like a chip. But there's already people who have the chips overseas. They have them.
Yeah.
There's people here that have them. I don't agree with them. I don't want one.
Me either. But we won't be one of them. Whatever that means.
You have to ask yourself this. Okay, like your dad's getting older.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's say he starts losing his mind a bit.
Yeah.
And he's a flight risk and he could get lost or something.
Yeah.
Now, if a chip could help find him, would you want that in his arm or would you rather him freeze this somewhere?
Yeah.
Right?
Right. It's the same thing with dogs.
In that perspective, it's like, oh, shit,
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with pets. But but with people, damn well it's not going to stop there. That's where the problem comes in.
Oh, well, they've been chipping us for years, and this is where people don't understand that they have slowly built up to this for years.
Yeah.
They put the chips in your phone and in your
Oh, yeah.
TVs and your remotes and all this stuff. And now they have them on your credit cards, and it's mandatory.
And
You
Alexa and
have to
Siri.
have a chip on your credit card.
Yeah.
There's credit cards now that come out without numbers.
Oh, yeah, I seen those.
It's just a chip.
Yep.
So we're already chipped, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want one in my skin, but, you know, if it's, you know, it's going to get to that point. Now everything's going digital on your phone even. You cannot even have a card. You can just do it on your phone.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which
Definitely.
I'm sure you've seen that too. So it's like,
Yeah.
we're already chipped. I love when people say, I'm not getting chipped. You're already chipped.
Yeah.
You are already chipped.
Yeah.
And like, well, they can't find where I'm at. Well, if you have a cell phone, a car with a computer.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Anywhere they know where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the only way you could literally not be chipped is to live in the middle of nowhere with no electricity, no phone, no internet, no nothing, no computer, nothing. That's the only way you would ever not be chipped.
Right. Right.
I'm not for it. Please do not misinterpret me. I don't want that.
No.
But I'm just saying, like I said, putting in the perspective of that, where your parent lives alone, and if they disappear and that chip can help find them versus them freezing it in somewhere, wouldn't you want that? You know? I know. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, it is.
Those things, like, it's going to come down to like a kid. It's always a kid. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
They always use the children. They always use something always happens to a kid, and that's how it ends up happening. That's what's going to happen. Some kid somewhere is going to get lost or something, and they're like, well, Chip would have found him.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to chip their kid. The kid's going to lost. Like, oh, we found him because of this. You know.
Uh-huh.
People, and everybody will get paranoid.
Yeah. Yeah, I just,
That's usually what it is. It's usually old people or kids is how they hook people into doing stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, 10 million people could survive that day just fine, but that one person, you know, but that's how they get you with everything. If you know, in the survival aspect, that's how they get you, you know, because, you know, like when my kids were little, they had those walkers with the wheels. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
They walked all over. They had the wheels. They bumped into stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, one parent wasn't watching their kid, and the kid went tumbling down the stairs or something, died or got hurt, whatever.
Yep.
You know, but let's not look at the millions of kids that use those walkers that day that didn't tumble down the stairs. They focus on that one, and that's how they control you.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But, I mean, people could say what they want. It's true that, well, those walkers, they weren't safe. Well, they're safe if you watch your kids, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way he said that, though. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, you won't be one of us if you don't have it.
Well, the best is yet, is he the one trying to darken the sun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for people who don't know this, it's Bill Gates, right?
Yes.
He wants to put some kind of poof cloud thing into our atmosphere to where the sun's diminished.
Yes.
To stop global warming.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And I don't see how our plants and everything like that are going to be able to survive this.
Right, exactly.
Is it going to actually be darker? Is it? I mean, to me, I don't think you should mess with stuff like that. But there's a lot of people actually backing this, and like, how can you back something like this?
I don't. Yeah, the plants and trees and everything. I don't see. I agree with you. How would they survive?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I understand the sun's gotten hotter, but they've also adapted.
Yes.
To that, because that's what nature does. You know, so I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. I think he's got a screw loose. But what do I know?
they talk about, global warming. Of course there's global warming. There's a billion people on this planet. Of course they're going to put off heat and cows and whatever else, but
Right.
hasn't this happened before? Isn't that why there's like seashells in freaking Nebraska?
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't this like a warm, lush place once, and then a comet hit and it turned it all cold? So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Personally, I don't know. It's just me, but I think it's just, it's probably just me. They'll probably be knocking on my door. But anyway, I just think it's like the dinosaur age, and then you had the ice age, and that age, and this age. And we're just going to be coming upon an age. I think it's normal. Not to us, maybe, but for the earth.
I think we're helping it along.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like if you go into an elevator, okay?
Right.
You go in an elevator by yourself, the temperature's fine. You put 10, 12 people in that elevator, of course the temperature's going up
right.
because of body heat.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's kind of what's going on here.
Right.
With people, of course we're putting off more heat, and animals are putting off more heat, and all this stuff. Of course there's an impact, but I don't think it's to the magnitude that scientists are trying to scare people into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, definitely. But people have to remember...
because there's other scientists that they never talk about, but there are other scientists that say...
Really, there are.
Yeah.
So, there really are other ones out there. But, that's my opinion.
Absolutely. Global warming's happening because the earth is going to get hotter with all these people on it and all these animals. And, it's quadrupled in how many years. I just don't think in this vast world that many people with the oceans that we have, because this earth is mostly water.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that, that it's having an impact, but I don't think it's having the impact that they're trying to tell you.
No, I don't think so either. I really don't. Like I said, I granted, yes, I think we're helping it, but I think the earth just goes through these phases, ages, whatever you want to call them, and it's just time for that.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I mean, but that's just our opinion, so before you all start bombing us, I thought I said facts and this and that and scientists and President Al Gore said, you know what, just save it because it's just an opinion. We don't have...
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's just my opinion, guys. Don't get all excited. But, that's what I think. Because if you watch the weather on the news, it says... oh my God, I've never been through this. No, it happened before your time, but it's on there. The last time,
I love it when they say, okay, this is the last time they reached this high temperature was way back in 1924, so it's happened before.
Exactly. It's nothing new. So there you go. That's all I got. That's what I have to say. Because, you had maybe that was before our time. But yes, it has happened. It's not the first time. So.
Exactly. Let's see here. Oh, there's something else I want to talk about. Give me a second here.
Okay.
Yawning, sorry. It's a long week, Okay, I wanted to talk about the 911 calls that happened in New York this week because... not New York, sorry, Hawaii, because of the blue light UFO that crashed in the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And we're calling 911 over this.
Yeah.
And this happened, let's see, there's actually a video of it too. An unidentified flying object spotted in Hawaii caught enough people's attention to get the Federal Aviation Administration involved. FAA agents confirmed they did receive reports about the UFO from police who were getting several 911 calls about it. The callers all said they saw a large blue object fall out of the sky and into the ocean. Multiple videos showed the object flying in the sky near I have no clue how to say
I can't. Yeah.
Avenue and Monaco. I looked up it, and it says, and then I was like, oh, then they bleeped out, the word shit or whatever.
Right.
And the interview, that local news station started calling. She said that her husband was in the garage. I was like, hey, come look up here, see what I see. And
right.
A whole bunch of people saw it. But it crashed into the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing now, yeah. Described by one onlooker as larger than a telephone ball, sailed across the sky for several miles before crashing. But did it crash? I did that show on that about underwater UFOs.
Exactly.
Bases,
so
yes.
Dropped into the ocean.
Yeah, silently into the sea, it says. Silently.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Right.
So, yeah, because I like this. Remember how we had alien invasion on our 2020 bingo card? That was great. Well, this happened on December 29th, so it was last year.
Yep, it was 4 days ago.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and then there was a second UFO with a whitish hue.
Yeah.
Same direction as the blue one. Huh.
Yep, so they're out there, folks.
Yeah.
They're definitely out there, folks, so keep an eye. People say, how is this survival? Well, really? You think there's people here or things here that we're not identifying? That's not survival.
You know what they're calling it? You know what they're calling it? An LED kite. Are you freaking serious?
Oh, yeah, sure. People saw an LED kite in the middle of the ocean.
It was fact-checked. By fact-checking a Twitter account. Oh, that's fact-checking. Okay. That's like the one thing I posted about, I'm not going to talk about it, but it's like, this is false. It was fact-checked. By who? I want to know who. Because apparently this is going around everywhere. That wasn't just, it was fact-checked. I want to know by who did it. Facebook? Okay, Zucker. I don't think so.
Right, I don't think so either, because how did cops and everybody else see this thing and not know it was a freaking LED kite? Give me a break.
Yeah, come on. It's like, it was an air balloon. Here we go again. Now it's an LED kite, but okay. Whatever. I love that fact-checking crap. What a bunch of crap. I think it's hilarious. I just laugh. Like, really? Okay. Some guy sitting at home.
A lot of time on their hands.
Yeah. Some guy sitting at home in his underwear doing this. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
More than likely, yeah.
He's working from home, so there you go.
So anyway, and then there were more drones spotted. More drones spotted in, I think it was Iowa at this time, but there was only 3 of them, and they disappeared as fast as they came. But they were huge. And anybody who knows those huge drones cost a ton of money. So it had to have been from a big company or the government to pick. So there's that in survival news. Let's see. How are the volcanoes this week? Let's see. I know that the volcanoes were getting ready to go off in Hawaii again.
Oh, again?
Hawaii is like a hot spot for everything, man. I'm telling
Lately.
you right now, they're like the big things.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Kilauea.
Okay.
It says lava splatters flows inside crater of Hawaii volcano, Kilauea. It says Hawaii residents told to stay home as Kilauea erupts. And that was just a few weeks ago, so apparently it's still going.
Oh, that's not good. They got nailed the last time.
Hawaii's about to get bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think there's any correlation between the volcanoes and UFOs?
Could well be. they say some of them their bases are inside dead volcanoes, but it's very possible they could be
Well,
setting
I
them
told you
off.
in Mount Canocti up by Clear Lake, California, there's several people that have claimed that they've seen trucks going in and out of there and all this stuff, and that there's a city inside the volcano. Now, of course, people have said, "Oh, no, there's not." But then, if you look at pictures of the volcano, where the volcano's in the center of the lake, there's like all these like utility boxes, like
Yeah, yeah,
stuff like that. So, who knows?
yeah, exactly,
I lived there for several
exactly.
years. That's where I saw that thing that me and my friend saw.
Yeah,
The one that came up out of the water, went up and then went down in the water and then came back up and just disappeared. So, I mean, it's a huge lake. It's something ridiculous, like the third largest natural lake in the world, something like that. So, I mean, it's very possible. You never know. And there's parts of that lake that's so deep that they've never found the bottom.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So you think about that, and then I love when people think all the volcanoes are like on the west coast, like, there's volcanoes in New Mexico, there's volcanoes everywhere.
Yes, yes.
I didn't even realize myself how many volcanoes there were in this country.
It's surprising. It really is. Who'd have thought? But but these inactive volcanoes, they say, is another place where UFOs.
But how do we really know?
Yeah.
How do we really know their chamber is just gone?
That's true. We don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it says here that there's 169 volcanoes in the United States that are considered active, and that's not counting the inactive ones.
Right, right.
So think about that for a minute. That's a lot of volcanoes. Jeez Louise, I never...
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so there's a lot of volcanoes that are active, but there's a lot of inactive ones. Like, there's some in New Mexico. They're everywhere. That is insane.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, but anyway, so you think about earthquakes. Now, this is a question I have. I'm not a seismologist. I have no idea how this stuff works. But with all the fracking that's going on in the country, and we all know they cause earthquakes. I mean,
right.
Because you look like at an earthquake map, when the fracking started, that's when like all the earthquakes like just increased by God knows how many,
Right, right.
So do you think that fracking causing earthquakes can actually move the plates and make inactive volcanoes active again?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I've thought
about that many times.
But I don't think they go down deep enough to do that.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I said, I don't know how any of that works. I know that lava tubes are involved and all this stuff.
Right. There's a lot involved in that.
What makes the lava tubes close up? What makes them stop, It's such a crazy thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea. I'm going to totally change the subject here, and I'm going to ask you if you have heard of this Bean Dad.
The what?
The Bean Dad. Okay, there's a survivalist out there whose 9-year-old daughter said she was hungry. She wanted some kind of beans or something.
Uh-huh.
And she was super hungry. Well, he gave her an old-time, can opener.
Yeah.
Like the old army can opener type. Handed it to her and said if she could open the can, she could eat. Well, supposedly she was hungry. I mean, obviously, probably not starving, but the kid was hungry. Like 6 hours later, she got the can open and was able to eat, and he was like patting himself on the back and saying he did. But there's a lot of people out there that are criticizing him, saying, "How dare you make your child go hungry? Why couldn't you just show her how to use it? Something like stuff like that." And but then there's other people say he faked the whole thing. So okay, the whole faking aside, if he actually did this. Do you think that he did the right thing, or do you think he should have just showed her how to use it and then...
How old was she?
9.
No, I think she should have learned how to use it. You could have showed her, but sometimes the best way to do it is to let them do it.
Well, because to me it was like a survival thing. Like,
Right.
If you want these bad enough.
Exactly.
And obviously the kid wasn't starving. It's not like they went 10 days without food.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. She just happened to be hungry at the time.
He did go 6 hours without eating.
Right.
But if he wanted, but it was just something she wanted. It wasn't something she needed. It wasn't like a, oh God, she's going to die if she doesn't get this. She just wanted some beans, you know?
Right.
And he hands her the can opener and said, if you learn how to open that, you can have that.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But a lot of people, he's getting a lot of crap from people.
Oh, that's...
How dare you make a child go hungry?
Oh, stop. They just...
Number one, she's not 2. She's 9. But yeah, they've labeled him the Bean Dad. And people are like freaking out on this dude, like even threatening to call child services.
Oh my God.
It says a dad in the U.S. who boasted about his parenting skills after telling his hungry 9-year-old daughter to open a tin of beans, they called it a tin of it, or go without food, has caused outcry on social media. After 6 hours, the child successfully opened the can and was finally allowed to eat, he said in a deleted tweet. Now his tweets are deleted, of course. The dad, a podcaster also, claimed it was a victory for good parenting because he taught her how to survive and stuff like that. You know, and says he was overjoyed and all this other stuff, but people are like freaking on him.
Oh,
that's... One that said, yeah.
Of course there is.
One person said, Bean Dad's story is ridiculous. He should have just fed her and then showed her how to use the damn can opener instead of leaving her hungry for 6 hours after she was sick.
Come on.
I doubt highly he was telling her she couldn't eat. She just wanted the beans.
Right.
You know?
Oh, dear God.
People are just flipping.
Yeah, I'm just over that.
Here's a teacher who tweeted, "Kids learn best when they aren't hungry. Everyone learns differently, and different approaches if someone's struggling. When the child is frustrated to the point of tears, you've lost your teachable moment." Nobody said she was crying.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh my God. And there are people that are backing him up, saying that was good that he did that, because now she'll never forget how to use the can opener.
Yeah, honestly, it's a can opener. Jesus. Oh, my God.
This was nice. If the kid was starving, you know, like if the kid was starving, like hadn't had food in days, and, you know, then I'd be like, all right, dude, don't be a
that's
jerk,
a total different thing.
She just wanted some beans. It wasn't like, that was the only thing she had to eat ever in the world, and he just said, you want those beans, here, you open them.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I think if the kid was 2, I could see their point. Or if there was something wrong with her that she could, was like unable to do it because of, cognitive skills or whatever, then I could see that.
Yes.
Obviously, can't open, so I think people need to shut the hell up.
That's what I say. Knock it off already. I'm sure you have other things to bitch about besides that. Come on, people.
Right.
Get a life. I'm sorry. That is totally ridiculous. You could understand if she was...
Yeah, I don't see that as an abusive situation at all. I don't see anything where he needs to go to jail over, nothing like that. I think nothing should happen. It's just ridiculous.
Right.
The biggest mistake he made was going online and talking about it and patting his own back, because there's always some kind of bleeding heart jerk out there that goes, oh my God, my child,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if she had eaten in days or something, I'd feel like, what an idiot. But she just wanted beans, come on.
And she's not like 3 or 4.
Yeah. She was 9.
Yeah, come on, people.
The last year she's been alive, she's going to be driving.
Yeah.
So if the kid has a problem with opening a can of freaking beans, really?
Yeah.
No. And she learned she got her beans. That's the end of it,
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. She could have got something else if she wanted, but she wanted those. It's not... I am. Get over it, people. Obviously.
I mean, here's something. Right.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to tell you. Speaking of getting stuff out of the headlines here, going back to the vaccine. What do you think of this pharmacist who messed up all vaccines?
It's not up to him. I mean, here we go. Right away, somebody's got to screw with something.
He tried to ruin hundreds of them, and he claimed he thought there was something wrong with them because he's a conspiracy theorist, and he said that in his belief they were unsafe anyway, so he destroyed them so nobody could get them.
Yeah.
So, wow.
I know, that is just... it didn't take long for the crazies to come out.
Well, of course. I mean, and if you're that paranoid about something, you want to lose everything, just be like, hey, I'm not giving these vaccines because I think they're unsafe or whatever, and just quit your job. Why do you have to break federal law?
Yeah, right. Right.
You're going to jail fast. Good Lord.
That's just... it's like, wow, that didn't take long at all. I'm telling you.
No, and it never takes long for the crazies to come out.
No, not at all. I was just really, wow. So, yeah, and he's a pharmacist. It makes you wonder what else he's done.
Yeah. Well, it's like my work, when they do the vaccine, like when they come around or whatever, it's CVS Pharmacy doing ours.
Yeah.
Because I guess they have to be at a certain temperature or whatever, and all kinds of stuff going on. But so basically, he was like with that ordeal. I'm not saying he's from CVS, but he's just a pharmacist. So I don't know where they got, what company he works for. But that's crazy that he would just ruin them. You know?
Yeah. I know, right?
They're all getting crazy. Like people say, "Oh, you gotta survive." Like most survivalists, they think that the only thing you have to survive is like being in the woods alone, or if a volcano goes off, or a nuclear war. Like there's a lot of crap out here, people, and you really need to be looking at.
I know, right? Exactly. It's just
now you've got this presidential thing going on where one's saying he didn't lose and the other one wants to move it, and people on both sides are like making really big threats. Like the supporters.
Yeah.
One side's saying that if their president has to leave, they're taken to the streets. And the other one's saying that their president doesn't go in, they're taken to the streets.
I know, right?
God.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see how this plays out. So.
Yeah, we'll find out January 20th.
Yep.
And our favorite person got Speaker of the House.
Oh, she's a piece of work.
Yeah, so she can watch California burn again.
Yeah, I know, right? So while she eats her gourmet ice cream. Oh, dear God. I hope it all melts and floods her kitchen. I don't. I hope it all melts. I'm just so over it, but it's not going to stop. It's not going to.
I know. It's going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it's just...
I don't think it's ever going to stop.
You don't think?
No,
I think it will.
I don't.
I think it's going to have to.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, there's no point in putting an opinion either way because, I mean, we all have our opinions on it, but it's like for me, I'm just sitting back enjoying the ride. As I've told people, I'm working class, so it doesn't matter which ass gets in there,
Right.
It's all the same to me. I just work and pay taxes. And that's it. The only people that get anything of a new president is the rich and the poor. And that's
Yeah. Yep.
But, yeah.
I know.
mean,
It's just totally crazy.
So a lot of schools are going back to, like, online learning.
Oh, yeah. Ours isn't. Not here. Not here. At least not yet. We'll see what we call them.
Well, a lot of them are, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, people must be going nuts right now, just being in their house. Now, what do you think people can do to, like, help their kids especially? Just combat not seeing their friends, being lonely.
I know.
I mean, I've looked up a lot of things. You know, of course, the video chatting with their friends helps, you know. And the video online learning, they're with each other. But, I mean, what can you do in the home to kind of make your kids feel like they're still doing stuff? I mean,
I let them...
I've seen everything from making schedules.
Yeah.
You know, different things like that to, you know, just letting them make their own schedule, you know, get up when they want to type of thing, which I don't know that I agree with that, but what do you think that can be done?
Well, I think they should let them, of course, I think they should be able to, you know, talk with their friends online, you know, FaceTime with their friends, of course. I think that's a big thing. You know, to interact with their friends from school and stuff.
Absolutely. Now, there's some parents that have gotten to the point where they're doing play dates or having their kids wear masks and they're taking them to the park or whatever. You know, I kind of, I mean, as long as they're keeping their distance or whatever, I agree with that they should be able to go outside and play and, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't agree with that. They think they just need to be their prisoners in their house, and that's...
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think going out for a play date would be good.
Yeah. You know, just one friend to make sure, you know, all the good stuff before you let them.
I mean, there's one here that says a schedule. She has her kids, like, on a strict schedule, so that way they're not, any time during the day, not doing something. Like, she has them wake up, they have to do, you know, make their bed, brush their teeth, whatever, do their school, and then she has, like, go outside, build a snowman, you know, come inside, watch a movie, and then after that's over, she's got, like, a whole schedule for the whole entire day.
There you go.
What they need to be doing. And I think that's kind of cool as long as you're not being ridiculous about it.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree.
Like here it says wake up, it says wash face, brush teeth, make bed. And it says come out and have breakfast and have, like, you know, a certain time to a certain time.
Yeah.
Then it says here do online schooling, that's like 2 hours.
Right.
Then it says to have a snack and go outside, build a snowman. Then come back inside. You know, like the whole day is planned out for them. From the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think most of the day should be.
But I mean, it's not all like work stuff. It's fun stuff too.
Right.
Like, you know, read a book for 2 hours, or watch a movie, or, you know, things like that. Play with your toys for an hour, things like that. So that way they always have something to do, so they're not getting depressed.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I think, you know, whatever, you know, it depends on your child. You should have something like that because they're the ones suffering, man. You know, they can't play with their friends. They can't do this. And, you know, even in school, you know, it can't socialize or anything. So, it's been hard on them, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard on the adults too, but I mean, the kids, I think, has been horrific for them.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially ones that live in households where they don't, their school is their escape, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I agree with the schedule thing, and I also, but then like the other one, I just let my kids do whatever. It's like, I don't think that's a good idea either, especially with kids.
Exactly.
They need to have structure. They need to have a purpose, kind of. You know?
Oh yeah,
So I don't
definitely.
know.
They're used to that structure in school. So, but so far, of course, we call our governor here, Governor DeWine. We call him Daddy DeWine. So what's Daddy DeWine gonna punish us for now? That's what we call him. But anyway, he's
So
like,
what do
now
you think
what?
about South Dakota? I was going to ask you that since we're talking about restrictions. What do you think about South Dakota, who's basically had none?
They're not
And their
doing bad,
state
are
has
they?
gotten, well, their state has gotten no more or no less than any other
It's
state
exactly.
as far as
So,
sickness.
well, like I said, go to your state, like COVID page. Every state has one, okay? And look
Yeah.
at how they figure these numbers. They are so skewed, it's not funny. In Ohio, it says 500 tests. Then it goes to percentage probability of somebody getting it. Okay, say it's 40% or 40.
Yeah.
40 people, no wait, out of the 500 will probably get it, okay? But then they go to the total and they go to 540. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That is so incorrect. Apparently they didn't learn core math. Okay.
Right.
But anyway, they are so skewed, it's not funny. 500 people took the test. That doesn't mean they're positive, morons. They give you 40 people out of that will probably get it, but your total is 540. Wait a minute. What about all the negative tests?
Yeah.
This is how they're doing it here, and it's crap.
Well, what I don't understand here, okay, like there's an article here. It says North Dakota got a mask mandate. South Dakota did not.
Right.
COVID-19 cases have plummeted in both. So how is it South Dakota has survived all these months without any kind of mandate?
Right. I don't know.
Other places have had all this ridiculous stuff.
Because the numbers are BS. It's that simple.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think so. I didn't at first, but I'm starting to wonder. So I'm questioning a lot of stuff here.
Look up your state COVID stuff. See what you see there. Do it right now.
In my state?
Yep.
What am I looking for?
Like their COVID page. Ohio has one. You just go into Ohio COVID, and that thing comes up. How they count it. It is so freaking bizarre.
It says that Wisconsin had 528,000 cases and 5,273 deaths, but then it has like plus and minus underneath of them. I don't get that.
See, so what are they?
What is that for?
See, that's one there.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. See, now does it show like how many tests were done?
Oh, the testing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up here. Hold
Okay.
on. Oh, it just says like testing centers. It doesn't say anything like that.
It doesn't show you numbers?
No.
Huh.
It just has like the overview of. It just shows the cases. It doesn't show how many people were tested or anything like that.
I wonder why. I want you to know.
Probably not. I mean, I had to guess. That's probably why.
They have a COVID-19 dashboard for Ohio? I mean, for Wisconsin, maybe?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Ah, that's bizarre.
Yeah, it's not showing. Oh, wait, it just says, like when I hit testing, it just shows testing centers. It doesn't say, like, how many people were tested, anything like that.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's odd. That's strange in itself.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But they showed that how they're doing that. It's like, well, wait a minute. That's Total. Somebody doesn't know math, obviously. It's like, yeah, no. Who the hell is doing this? Same ones that counted the votes, apparently. I don't know. But if they're doing that with COVID, you can just imagine. But it's just crazy that they would do it that way. Why would you add them together? Why would you do that?
But they do. That's the thing. And it's like they say, it's a 99% survival rate. And it is true. It's attacking, I'm not going to say it's not, it is attacking the elderly. You know, but so did the flu.
Yeah.
And it's not the flu. I'm not going to say it's way worse than the flu. We both know that.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you've unfortunately.
There's just so many things with this. It's like just so bizarre.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, it's gotten to the point, I think it's gotten to the point where nobody cares anymore.
Yeah,
There's some people that do, but don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do, but I've gotten, it's just one of those things that just.
Yeah, so my faith.
I don't want to be like this anymore.
My faith in the numbers are totally gone. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
When I saw that in black and white, I was like, how the hell can you even justify this? You can't. So they're saying 500 people took the test, plus 40 more. That's how many cases we have. No! God. Yeah. I was just utterly shocked. I was like, it's SOBs. Are you kidding me? This is how you're skewing the numbers.
And this is a survival thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm so torn on everything. And I think everybody is. I think we're all to the point where
what I take a look at your own state. See how they're doing these numbers. Because these numbers are what's scaring the hell out of people. And it is survival because people are living their lives according to these numbers, okay? But check to see how your state is doing this. When I saw Ohio's, I was like, you're out of your minds. These numbers are so skewed, it's not funny. It's ridiculous. There's no justification for how they're doing this. Where's all these negative cases? Never hear of any. Where are they?
That's true, because we get tested twice a week where I work.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. It's temperature check every day and all that. But yeah, it's people are scared to death because they're seeing these numbers, and I'm calling BS on it. I'm telling you, I really am. I'm tired of them scaring the hell out of people for no reason.
That's what seems to be the consensus these days. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't get it. I really, really don't. I just, whatever, okay.
I wish I had an answer for people, but I don't. There's nothing.
Yeah. So you don't even have the numbers. Ooh.
No, they're not even showing.
Wow.
They're not even showing up. Wow.
Yeah. Big wow. Doesn't that make you wonder?
Yeah, look, they tell us how many positive cases and but they don't show how many tests have been run.
And to see if they're adding it with the possible, probable cases, why would anybody do that? I really have no idea on that one. To scare the hell out of people. That's the only thing I can figure why they're doing it that way. Because there's no other reason to add those together like that. And probably half of them are negative, at least, if not more. So where are those numbers? How many negative ones do we have? Don't know. They don't show that at all.
No, they don't.
And why not?
No, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, you would think. So, yeah, see, people are living their lives according to this. And that's why we have shortages on things. Because they're causing it. Yeah.
Still, I don't see any. So there you go. Again, people, like she said, try to look up stuff, do your own research on everything. This survival starts with you. Nobody's going to do it for you.
Yep.
And you have to upon yourself.
Exactly.
Said many times. So that's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So check your state's numbers just to see if they're even posting them. Like you found out, there's no numbers there. Why?
Right. Oh, that's crazy.
Yep.
Well, I know, they always show the positive cases. Well, like you said, they don't.
Well, yeah.
Popped up negative.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people negative. So.
Let's see. How many bigoted? Let's see. I'm going to look here. Here it says on CBHA, I don't even know what that is. It's a blog. It says negative coronavirus tests far outweigh positive.
Well, we know this. But see, they don't tell you
But
that.
it doesn't show. It doesn't even show.
Yeah. They're not telling anybody those
Not
numbers.
even on the site that says it outweighs, they don't even tell you how much.
Yeah, I mean, we know there's not everybody is positive, for crying out loud. Come on.
Yeah.
So why aren't they showing us those numbers? Those would numbers would really, I think,
They can't control you with those numbers.
Yeah. Exactly.
They can't scare you with those numbers. Well.
Yeah. So there you go. Just check your own state and see what's going on. And then you can decide for yourself.
And there you go. So.
And Michelle sounds like she's.
Winter preparation.
Yep.
Everybody get your stuff winterized if you haven't already, because winter just started.
Yes.
Literally just started a week and a half ago officially.
Yep.
So don't think because Christmas is over that winter's almost over.
No,
Winter
yeah.
just started.
I wish. Okay, Christmas is over. I want it summer now. That's enough.
So you still need to get everything switched over for winter. Your cars, your go bag, your heating, everything needs to be winterized. So Get that going now.
Yes.
Before it's too late. Okay, we've discussed UFOs in Hawaii, which they're trying to say were LED kites. Okay. In the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
They were LED kites. What else did we discuss? We discussed the vaccine.
Yep.
It's up to you. Do your research. Don't go by rumors. Go by facts. Don't go by what people were saying might be, could be.
Right.
What the government's doing. Go by facts.
Right.
Look it up yourself. So.
Yep.
Those type of things. We've discussed the numbers. There's so many things out there right now. It's so crazy. Usually on Planet B.O.B, we talk about so many things.
Oh.
And it's like these headlines are killing me this time. So it's like, oh my gosh.
I just saw something for us here in Ohio. Governor DeWine just signed Stand Your Ground bill into law. That allows us residents here in Ohio to defend ourselves with firearms anywhere we have a legal right to, including business and public spaces. So go
Ohio.
Go DeWine. Yes, at least he did that. So he signed that bill into law, the right to defend ourselves. So thank you. It's in the Constitution, but apparently the government doesn't think so. So. But he put that into law for us. We can defend our spaces. Woohoo!
Good deal.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just had
Survival thing of the week. I wanted to start doing that for your go bags. So I'm going to try to do like an item every week, like what I think you should have, or every 2 weeks. And the item to me, the star item, is coffee filters.
Yes. Yeah.
those of you that don't have them, get them. They're lightweight, they're easy to carry, and they have so many uses. For those of you who don't know, most people do, but for those who don't, I mean, you can use them for bandages. You can fire start,
Yes.
filtering water, using it for like if you have when you're trying to make medicines, you can wrap it up in that with a rubber band and foil it. There's
Yes.
so many things.
Yes.
Filter stuff, toilet paper. So many uses that coffee filters have. It's not even funny. So
Coffee filters are awesome.
Put them in your bug out bag.
Yeah. And you can also, with your mask, you can put coffee filters in between.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So.
But other than that, I think you covered it well, my dear, as usual.
We try. We try to cover what we can here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And you could also find us where?
You can find us at KBLP LLC on Facebook, KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube, and we also have a Planet B period O period B period on Facebook. You can find us out there. There's also for the sites out there you can go to for references and things. One is Survival Wolves on Facebook. They're a really good site to go to, NAV Survivalists. You won't find a whole lot about the pandemic on there, but you will find other information that's pretty good. But Survival Wolves kind of has everything.
Yeah.
So definitely go there and check it out.
Absolutely.
And any questions you have for us, just get a hold of us
Yes.
at Planet B period O period B period on Facebook, or leave a message here on our podcast.
Absolutely.
So we'll be happy to answer any questions or
Yeah,
whatever
just
you have for
thoughts, whatever. Let us know.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up for tonight. B.O.B will be back in 2 weeks, and we'll see you then.
All right. Good night, all.
Night, everybody. Peace out, y'all.
Thanks.